So, I never saw the first Train Spotting. I know that's blasphemous to many of you, but I am, of course, aware of the movie and how it really put Danny Boyle and Ewan McGregor on the map. Everybody associated with the film got a bit of a boost from it, and everybody here, and it's great they got the band back together for this sequel, but everybody here, if you don't know them by name, you certainly know their faces. I mean, you've got Kelly MacDonald, she, of course, on Boardwalk Empire and other projects. Johnny Lee Miller, perhaps most famous for being the very first Mr. Angelina Jolie. And, of course, Ewan McGregor, who, I have to say, early on in his career, I didn't get him, but I just love the actor that he's become. So because of that, and because I also love the filmmaker that Danny Boyle has become, I'm very interested to see them revisit this material. And obviously, I'll have to watch the first Train Spotting. But let's take a look at the trailer for this sequel, which debuted on UK-friendly time, but nevertheless was still trending this morning here in the United States, nationwide. Okay, let's go. There's a train.
Hello, Mark. So what you been up to
That's Johnny Lee
for
Miller.
20 years?
Oh.
Choose life. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and hope that someone, somewhere cares.
Missed you, mate.
I missed you too, Spud.
Choose looking up old flames, wishing you'd done it all differently.
Do you still take heroin?
No.
And choose watching history repeat itself.
Hello, Franco. Simon. I'm home.
Forgot about Robert
Choose your
Carlyle.
future.
Call the police.
What shall I say?
Just tell them we're dead.
Choose reality TV, slut-shaming, revenge porn. Choose a 0-hour contract, a 2-hour journey to work, and choose the same for your kids, only worse. And smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's kitchen. And then, take a deep breath.
Oh no.
You're an addict. So be addicted. Just be addicted to something else. Choose the ones you love. Choose your future. Choose life.
That's a great ending for the trailer, because I kind of feel like, again, I haven't seen the first movie, but, it's like this movie, it seems a tad irresponsible, like, I got hit by a car and lived. Oh, that's so cool, let's do it again. And it's like, just because you lived the first time doesn't mean you should keep doing it. And I think it's a little odd, I love the way they set up the beginning of the trailer saying, what have you been doing the past 20 years? Like just acknowledging that it's been that long since the first movie. And it's a great setup even for noobs like myself, being like, oh, this is a great entry point. How cool, like it's a cool idea to think about reconnecting with people you haven't seen for so long, right? But I feel it's a tad irresponsible and maybe even a tad unrealistic that everybody here who is dealing with battling addiction in the first movie, they're all still alive, it seems, right? But none of them have kicked the habit. And I think that, addictions, drug addiction is a really serious matter where most of the times you don't have a wonderful reunion 20 years later and you're like, everyone's still using and everything's awesome. We'll see. I'm sure the movie is more responsible than that. But it looks really good. It's great to see that Danny Boyle still has a small picture in him. I love some of the visual elements. Of course, I've seen trailers and I've seen clips from the first movie, so I know it was famous for that as well. And I'm definitely very interested, and I would really like to check it out. I love all the actors who are in the film, and it's weird I actually have not seen Train Spotting. It's just one of those things that slips through the cracks. But I'm happy for this film to have so much buzz, and I'm excited to see it. And it looks good, but I am curious to see how they tackle such a difficult subject matter. I'm sure some of you are like, drugs are great, and open your mind, stop being such a prude, Grace, but it reminds me actually of a really funny joke that was in the Simpsons Halloween special this year, and they did kind of like a lame a lame take on the Hunger Games, but they had one really good joke where Homer was Hamish, Woody Harrelson's character, and he's like, oh, I'm a drunk, but don't worry, I'm going to sober up halfway through the movie just in time to teach you and help you out, because that's what real drunks do all the time, right? It's like, that was like a hilariously biting commentary on movies and how they treat alcoholism, right? And how they depict it and how they make it seem like it's a switch you can turn on and off at will. It's like, and more in reality, he missed the entire games because he was out cold from drinking because he has a real problem, right? But anyway, I hope that this movie is a little bit more sophisticated than that. So I'm curious, for those of you who've seen Trainspotting before, what do you think of the sequel? How does it look? Are you excited to revisit these characters? For those of you like me who haven't seen it, does this look like a world you want to get to know? And also, how do you feel about how they're handling the issue of drugs and addiction, especially for characters dealing with it for such a long period of time? All right, write your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching with me, and you can check out some more videos right now.